Back with Gabby Gunn. This next question actually came from a fan, and the fan asked, it's a woman and she's a singer, and she wanted to know, what is your greatest accomplishment as a singer?
Well, that's a whole subject kind of thing, right?
It is. Can I tell you what I think it is for me, for you?
Sure, okay.
Not giving up.
Okay.
Not giving up. Persevering. Pushing through.
Yeah.
Or do you feel comfortable enough about talking about even health things or?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We can talk about anything.
Okay. So
Sure.
you have gone through some health issues. We don't need to disclose all that right now, but and you've fought through. You've persevered. You had a very, very deep relationship with somebody that didn't work out. To the point where you might not have even ever done music anymore because you were so happy in your environment. And instead of crying in your beer, you persevered and you kept persevering and kept pushing through. And I think a lot of people think, there's this beautiful girl and she's just got this beautiful voice and she just was born with everything. It's just not true, folks. So for me, being a proud dad, mentor, friend, etc., would be your perseverance.
I mean,
what would be your greatest accomplishments? I mean,
for sure. It's that it goes deeper than singing on the biggest stages and having money on your bank account. It really, I think that you were for sure right. I mean, 2 years ago, my health issues were so bad that I actually thought I will never be able to sing again. I'm not ever gonna be able to ever be on the stage performing ever again. And it was such a thing that just came pretty much from nowhere.
I mean, bad health came on you out of nowhere.
Absolutely, 100%. It was like I was fine,
Devastating.
I was okay, and suddenly, like, bedridden for years. And that's like a thing, like that's another subject that we can talk about, later more later. But yeah, for sure. Like if I would say, like, I'm just really proud of myself, and if I have one ability that is really great and I add value about myself, would be the persistence towards a goal, no matter how impossible it seems to be. And again, do the small steps that will get me there. And again,
So what would your advice then be for other people? Because, my daughter has chronic fatigue really bad. She's overcome a lot of it. She's like 50% better. She was also bedridden. I know you have Lyme's disease, and I know that we've talked about that, so we have the freedom to discuss that a little bit now. What would be your encouragement to anyone out there that is struggling with health issues or mental issues or whatever it is? What would be your recommendation to them?
First of all, never stop searching for the cure. And again, that's something that I can share, what helped me in a different video. But if you fail 20 times with the treatments that you tried and they didn't work out, and you feel like after 20th failure, which seems so much, and you didn't make any progress, maybe you're even getting worse, take your time. You can give up for 2 weeks and be just in that like white towel into ring, kind of like, I'm done. God take me. I've been there myself when I actually didn't know what to do anymore. I was just kind of, God, I don't know what plans you have with me. If there's no any plans, I kind of just want to go home. You can allow yourself to have that for 2 weeks, and then the third week you're gonna try to do your best with everything, all the resources that you have available, to look for another solution. And I myself thought, I'm gonna find the solution to this health issue first time. Second time, third time, and even myself, I'm like, I felt so discouraged. Yet, maybe it was the 25th attempt that finally got me to where I needed to be. And I think that in a way it's a huge lesson about life, because life comes and says no many times in your life, and you kind of need to find a way around those no's sometimes. And perseverance doesn't mean you try it once and then you're done. Perseverance comes from you tried once, you failed, second time, failed, third time, failed, 25th time, and you failed. And you feel defeated. You feel like you're on your knees and there's no way that you can figure it out. My advice really would be just try to have that attitude of all right, maybe it's the 26th one. This 26th attempt that's going to get me and finally bring me the answer to what I'm looking for. That's one thing that I would say I really like about myself, I guess, and it got me through the hardest times of my life. And then once you get through the bad stuff, it's so funny like how suddenly maybe the more positive goals that comes from just having a dream, you just apply that to then going for the dream. Try again and again and again. So yeah, I would say, like as you said, you're a great friend, and you know me so well. So I would have to agree with you that is actually
maybe your greatest asset.
Maybe the better asset than me being a singer or artist. Or
did you hear that, guys?
That for sure.
Did you guys hear that? Her greatest asset is her perseverance for life above maybe the very talent that you think is what's overwhelming in our faces of what we think of her greatness, that she attributes her perseverance or values her perseverance greater than even the talent, because the talent can come along from the ride, but the perseverance can't. In other words, it's the perseverance that gave her the talent and then some. You know, Winston Churchill said something interesting. He said perseverance is doing the, was it Churchill? I'll think of the quote. But anyway, it's doing the work that needs to be done after you're utterly exhausted from the work you just did.
Churchill.
And like, it couldn't be more prescient and more true. But I'm really proud of you for
No, it is. It's kind of like I'm opening myself a little bit.
Barrel.
I don't even know how to feel. I'm feeling about it right now. But it is just, again, like we're living in this era of everyone present themselves like how wonderful their life is, and everyone's just, they have it all together. Like they don't struggle ever. And so many times I myself been in a place where I'm just like, if I just could be that person. Like I'm so 100% sure like they do not struggle. Like they just don't have anything going on in their lives. And no, I think that we're all we're all soldiers in the same kind of battles. And even with you, like we have different, I mean, the age difference that we have is 20 years.
Right.
But being friends, I know that you lived some of the battles 20 years ago that I was living maybe just 2 years ago. And
right.
So that's life, and we're all struggling, and we're just trying to do our best to win, right? But really, I think that really the difference between the losers and the winners is who gave up and who just pursued, just continued a little longer.
And the grace that you have for others on the backside of it, when you realize what it really took to make it out to the backside of it, as you see other people going through it, you have a lot more grace and understanding and just kindness towards people that are struggling. It gives us the ability to really appreciate life.
For sure, 100%.
Thank you for being honest and transparent. Okay.
As I said, I don't even know how I feel about it.
Well, we scratched the surface.
I for sure. No, I love to talk about these things. Okay. Absolutely.
Well, this is going to wrap up this group of questions, and we'll hear more from Gabriela soon.